Okay, we're just a little over 200 degrees. Should be okay to go ahead and put the chicken on after I clean the grill. For cleaning the grill, I get it up to temperature. I use the metal to scrape anything off. And this side, I just use to wipe it off to make sure that none of the little metal bristles are left on it, because it could do some damage to your digestive tract. Okay, now that I got the chicken on there, and I alternate it back and forth like so, it just fits better. I'll season this backside, starting with the onion powder. And garlic salt. Goya. Cavenders. And I know you see me shaking a lot, but not a lot's coming out. I barely got it open. And then Mrs. Dash. It comes out fast. And then I'll take this onion powder and I'll sprinkle down in the charcoal. If you could smell that onion powder on the grill. From there, I just keep it on the temperature. Once it gets up to about 350, I'll close this to almost all but closed. It'll just have a little sliver left on that vent, and it'll generally stay right around 400 degrees as long as you have the right amount of charcoal. We're up to about 300, so we're getting close to the temperature to be closing it down. Took the other seasonings in, except for the onion powder and Cavenders. That's the only seasoning I will add more of as I flip it, and then I'll put more onion powder on the charcoal after I flip it. Been gathering kindling, keep the fireplace going. Got that pretty much full of wood that's split. I gotta split that and stick it under there so it'll be dry. Got this pile out here that needs to be seasoned for next year. And then I've got one way back at the back that's covered that I have to split that I just don't need probably this year. All right, we're at about 350. We'll come over here. Close it all the way and then just barely open it. Just so it can pull just a slight amount of air. Leave that open and it should hit right around 400 degrees with the amount of charcoal I'm using. We're getting close to that 400 mark. Hopefully it will stay right around there. If at any time it starts to get well over 400, I'll just open the lid up, let some heat out, check on it. I usually leave it alone for about 30 minutes and then I'll flip it and cook it for another 30 minutes. So I generally cook it for about an hour. However, when I do flip it, I take the center ones, which will be more done than the outer ones, and I move them to the outside and move the outer ones to the inside. This ensures that they're all evenly cooked. We've now hit over 400 degrees, so I will completely close that side vent. Make sure it's all pushed in. We've got had some freezing rain, and it's kind of windy and chilly. That wind is pushing it to where it's cooking too fast, too hot. So I went ahead and closed that top vent. If it starts to drop below 400, I'll slowly open it up.